Good evening. Good evening.
Hello.
Good evening. I don't understand why it takes longer for me to actually see it than actually see it. Like it says first on Zoom and then it comes up on YouTube.
There you go.
Sure why that is, but that's okay. Anyway,
We
we're
have come up.
see streaming latency. I can't change the stream latency right now. See, I'm
Can't
checking first.
change. Can't change.
I was just checking first. Get it out of the way.
There are some really
Try it
crazy
again.
things going on today.
The goggles.
Yes.
The goggles.
Bad truck accident.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
FBI did
That's
another
the
bad thing.
last.
Or actually, Joe Biden did a bad thing. Now they found out that he had done a bad thing. Oopsie. Didn't mean to hit that one.
You said there's a lot of stories, but I put
There
three in the
are.
title from what I remember.
Yeah. Yep.
It was the ambassador one too.
Yeah,
Don't I don't
that's
want
a
to know.
crazy one.
Shit.
Yeah.
Oh, I hope you like this. I hope you it's gonna be
Ooh.
so long to do this the
Do this one.
thumbnail, and I also
Yeah.
made a meme out of it. They're a bit bigger. I got to make them smaller so they fit right, but this one fits. I hope you like that
Uh-huh.
one, Joe. It took me a long time. I don't know why I like pink balloons with Elon Musk, but I do. I very much do. Elon, pink is your color, my friend.
Yeah.
Oh,
Treating that poor dude pretty bad, ain't they? Mr. Elon.
yeah. What I just put up a meme about it, didn't I?
Yeah.
Um, you
They're so
know,
stupid.
they were all, but now they're selling the cars. His Teslas, they were
They already
all
bought the car,
for the
you know?
energy saving and electric. They were trying to get us all to change to
Yeah.
electric vehicles. From
Now
what I
they're getting rid of
remember, just maybe about 6 months ago. Now it's totally changed. Oh
flip-flop on their beliefs. They're
yeah,
not
here it
loyal
is.
to anybody.
Oh, shit.
They think they're loyal, but they're not. They're only loyal to their evil. That's all they are. Just
Go
loyal to
away.
that.
There's a little fly in here. Go away.
It,
Yes.
it flies. It's too
Shoe
cold for
flies.
flies over here. Let me tell you what, man. It was
There you go.
freezing, man, today.
Freezing. Was it freezing? Brother,
Yes, it was.
freezing, my brother.
Yes, it
Listen to
was.
me, brother. We all have to endure the cold weather, but nobody has it harder.
I know.
The bats on the streets, man.
Only you guys, no, you guys had it worse than we do. But it was just cold and windy.
What?
But it
Not
was,
in Florida.
I know. I just feel like it was just blowing in the it's blowing in summer. That's what the wind is doing. Blowing out cold, blowing in the hot. That's what it's doing. That's the way I look at it. Because it's getting ready to turn spring, isn't it?
Well, look at what's happening
Hmm.
where Jerry is
Yeah.
in
There you
Alabama.
go. That's pretty crazy stuff
They're
right there.
getting, they're
Hammered.
preparing for a tornado
Yeah. He said
on
tomorrow. They're looking at
tomorrow.
one tomorrow. And I hope everybody stays safe.
Same
Jared, I hope you
here.
stay safe.
Praying for you guys.
Yeah.
The same party that tried to mandate everyone buy an electric vehicle
Yeah.
now hates electric vehicles and firebombs them. Now, because it's the same shit. They all love Trump till he became president.
Hmm.
They
Yep.
all loved Elon till
Yep.
he was pro-Trump, MAGA, Dodge.
Seems they can't figure out what they're doing or where their loyalties stand. You are or you're not.
Got your six, America. I know she does. Someone said that they're not sure, and that's cool with me. That's cool.
Yeah,
Believe me, though, you know who knows? Trump knows.
it does.
Trump knows. And as far as the chemtrails too, Trump would
Mhm.
know if there was a giant hangar with about 4 to 10 planes being fueled
Yeah,
and fueling our country, correct? And uh, um, another factory or two or three to produce chemicals, then have them secretly go to this hangar, pump these planes with these powders of crap, have them take off because fuel just came down. It was expensive, but I see in Florida and a few other places it's come down. But Trump doesn't know this. Wake up, my friend. Stop. Because the only thing scaring you is you. There is nothing to fear now. Not
yeah.
even fear.
Good evening, Alan.
Good evening, Alan.
He does that hand, so I did it.
I am very serious, though.
And,
You are making it worse. I've had at least 6 or 7 people by now come back to me with the chemtrail shit. Believe what you want. Spread it. I dare you.
mm,
Because if you think that the man that could make Greenland independent doesn't know what the fuck is going on in his own country, you
yeah,
got something to learn.
yeah. Trump is the most informed man in the world.
Ever.
In the world, no matter what anybody says. He knows more than everybody.
The husband said,
Remember, he's playing five level
ridiculous
chess.
already.
We're looking at him on dual level, and he's playing five level.
I
Okay.
even I said they probably took their planes, washed them out really well, and now are deploying the good stuff. There is good stuff. It's called gold, platinum,
Mhm.
silver, which is healthy for us to all ingest.
Yeah. So we were talking about the gold the other day, right? Because he said he was going in there, but yet he's taking his time. So in Fort Knox, remember we were
Because we
talking
got
about that?
gold in the Federal Reserve in New York. 33 Liberty.
Yeah. But are they bringing it back, do you think, to Fort Knox and restacking it in there so that it looks
That's
like
up
it
to
never
Trump what
left?
he wants to do. That's up to the plan. That's up
Yeah.
to Q. That's up to
I
what they
wonder.
want to do, what the military wants to do.
We
We're not
pray
the
for you,
only
Alan. I
country
saw your
getting our
message.
shit, mind you.
Yeah.
We're not.
Yeah.
Everybody's getting it equally because all the people around the world deserve what they worked for, what their
Yeah.
families worked for. We are very lucky to live in this nation. Never forget it.
That's right. And at
But
this time in life,
we're not
at
the
this
only
time,
ones that
yeah.
suffered, and we actually most likely suffered the least, I'd say. I mean, maybe not the
Our
least,
life is
least,
pretty
but
cushy. You have to admit, our life is pretty cushy.
yeah. And that's why the liberals get away with saying all the junk that they say.
Right.
But if every country had a true government, a true constitution for the people and
Hmm.
not for themselves,
Yeah.
we wouldn't have this mess.
Right.
But we had the cabal. We had the Illuminati. Had.
Hmm. Yeah.
All right. You want to,
President Trump has all the cards.
he does. He
Mhm.
does. Amen. So,
Pray for Alan too, because he's got rough weather coming his way too. So,
oh, yeah, sure. Of course he does. He's
yeah.
right there.
Yeah, he's right in the south. So, yeah.
He's Eastern Mississippi.
I thought he was right there on the Gulf. Yeah,
Uh,
exactly, Alan. When was the last time the regular citizen saw the gold in Fort Knox?
The
I never
last
saw it.
time The last time they opened it up was in the 1970s, and there was
Right,
no audit, there was no paperwork. It was audited, but there was no paperwork, and or at least no paperwork shown to the
right.
public. And then in the 1950s, there was an audit, and that was the last time it was shown to the public, and it was worth about 40 to $43. I think 42 or $43 an ounce.
Yep.
And that's what they
And if it's
claim it's
gone,
worth now.
and
Huh?
if it's gone, if it's all gone, what should happen to all them senators and congressmen that we have in there for not even telling us, not letting us know? I mean, that's our representation. You know, they're supposed to be representing us.
Tell me about it.
Not they're not in charge. You know, they get that, especially that AOC. She
Oh,
gets that confused.
oh, didn't you say something was happening with AOC? Let's go
Oh,
in.
they're going to charge her, but oh
Wait, did you
yeah,
share? Did you share, Joe?
oh yes, yes, ma'am.
You
Yes,
did? So I'm the one
yes.
that
He
didn't.
lives South Mississippi is what Alice
South,
says.
South Mississippi. You
Yeah,
shared, Joe?
yes, ma'am. All over the place.
I didn't share
You
yet.
know it.
I should, because we're gonna stop sharing pretty soon. Once we've hit about 500 people, maybe we get one or two more in the chat. That's all I
Yeah,
need.
well,
I
mhm,
don't want more than 1,000 people in this on this channel.
yeah,
It's taking a long time to get up there, but it's got to be very. I might even. I don't know. I don't know how I would handle that. Maybe YouTube will do something because I, it's a matter of waking certain people up, and I
yeah.
don't. And then they fly away and they do what they have to do, and then of course I have to have my friends stay. God knows I have too many. All of you are my friends, by the way. All of you, every patriot. So, what do you get when you cross a corrupt lawyer with a crooked politician? What do you get when you cross a corrupt lawyer and a crooked politician? Chelsea Clinton.
Oh, jeez, isn't that true?
Oh,
Oh
ouch.
gosh.
Or you get the donkey from Shrek, which I think she resembles perfectly. Sorry.
Yes, yeah.
Anyway, let me do my. You go on with your bit now. I think I've had enough yelling, and I should be quiet. My husband really is asleep with the dog. Look, I look like a flag.
Red, white, and blue. Red, white, and
Even my
blue.
socks have blue in it. Yeah, look, I could still like
Where am I?
almost 49. Very flexible. All right. So what do we have to talk about? Which one? Can you start with the AOC? Didn't you say something about AOC? That she's gonna get hers because she's my favorite. She,
Well, she's,
oh,
she went on
what's the
saying that
AOC?
she was only telling her um, her constituents that their rights, their constitutional rights. That's all she was informing her constituents.
Wait, this has
In the
nothing to do with
podcast,
when
remember the
she told
podcast?
illegal.
Yes, yes.
It has to do
It
with
has
when she
all of
told
it. Yes,
illegals how to
right.
escape
Yes.
and
What I was
or
just gonna
or
say. Yes,
okay.
all of it. Because she,
She
that
was
she
telling
did
them
that
how to
podcast.
not answer the door, like how to.
Right. Yeah, you don't have to answer the door. You have your right. Don't let them do this. Don't
You have certain
uh,
rights, certain
yeah,
immutable
you have
rights. You know,
rights, but she was wrong, of course, because they don't have rights
no, of
because they're
course
here
not. They're not
illegally.
legal.
Yeah, when you break the law, you have no rights. You give up your rights when you break the law.
Oh
That's the
my
way it
goodness.
works.
Oh my goodness.
So you give
So,
up most of the
so
rights.
what's
But
going on? So what's happening then?
well, look, she's gonna be. They're gonna charge her.
Well,
They're
you
just
said that
gearing up to
something
charge her.
happened today. Who did
No,
somebody?
she was just on a podcast saying, trying to explain her way out of it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she was trying to explain her way out of it, saying that she was only talking to her constituents, not to the illegals, only the constituents. But that's a lie. We all know. We all know she's.
I don't
There you go.
remember how to say. I don't know if we ever learned Spanish. In remember we learned a few how to say France and Chinese and Chinaman. Chinaman,
Yes.
that's how they say it. So I'm not actually. That's how they sign it. I'm not trying to be, funny. Um, even though it is kind of funny. But I don't remember learning Spanish because I just I would love to sign to her, you ain't Spanish, biatch.
Right. There you go.
No, this is brown, I think. Which is not, she's not even brown.
Yeah.
Which little more proof that she's not
Kinda.
Spanish. Okay.
She could be either one.
Anyhow, continue on with the news. She's just,
Uh,
she never had a brain, so I don't know.
well, there was a. Let me.
I
I'm
hope
going to
we
start
never
with the
had a brain.
crash because that was really bad.
Oh no, God, why
Yeah.
does it have to be bad news?
Because
It's
the
either
rest.
bad news or no news usually.
Yeah. Well, they
It's
make
hard.
him. They arrested this guy. He was driving. He was driving a semi in from there was Austin. He was in on one of the highways, I-35, and he caused a 17 vehicle crash
In
that left
Boston, you said?
Austin, Texas, that left
Austin.
yeah,
Okay,
that
sorry.
left 5 people dead, including a child and an infant. So his name is Solomon Araya, Solomunaraya, which sounds like a Hispanic name or Mexican name.
Spell
So
it? Spell it again?
Solomun, Solomon Araya, Araya.
Yeah. Arya.
And now
Arya.
he's facing 5 counts of
Araya.
intoxication,
Araya. Araya. Here we go.
manslaughter, and 2 counts of intoxication assault because he was freaking drunk
In the truck, driving it.
driving the truck.
They're usually the best truck drivers.
They drink.
Yeah,
Some
but they
some
don't,
drink. Not
they
everyone.
don't.
Not everyone is good, man. There's bad in
Oh, well,
everywhere.
there's bad in every job, but for the most part,
Yeah,
they're not
yeah,
stupid. They're told, wait, I mean, come on, how did you learn? You were a truck driver. Jerry was a truck
yeah.
driver.
I don't. I didn't.
Well, I
I
know you
learned
didn't
that
partake,
at a
but
like
didn't
in
they?
class on a big parking lot. Man, they God, it was like we could only go like we could only let out the clutch, and that's as fast as we could go. That's it. You couldn't give it gas. So,
So 5 people died, including,
mhm.
and those two
but
children are
but
included in it.
17 people were hurt.
Oh, dear Lord.
Several were pinned in their vehicles.
Is this guy
12 people.
illegal?
12 people were injured, and then
How many
five
were
were killed.
pinned in their vehicles?
It just says it didn't say exactly how many, but there were several. Okay, here it is.
Dear
It
Lord.
says 11 patients, 2 adults went to David Rocks with life-threatening injuries, 3 adults to Adele Sutton two with life-threatening injuries, one with minor, 3 children to Dale Children's with one with potentially life-threatening injuries, 2 with minor injuries, 3 adults to Sutton Medical Center with minor injuries, and 1 adult refused any transport. So I don't know what happened to him.
Oh, they should have taken him in because, you
Yeah.
get like, you get in that shock, man. I've been there, done that.
Oh,
Been in
he's wow.
a couple
He
bad.
is I don't know, man.
Is he
He
not,
is a person of color.
is he illegal?
I don't know if he's illegal or not. Can't tell.
Well, of course you can't tell. Do they say it in the do they say it in the article? Yes, by looking at a person you could tell if they're illegal. Sometimes, Joe. Sometimes, man.
I know.
Come back down
He's
to earth, Joe.
Yeah. I don't. Yeah, he looks like a black man. So
That doesn't have anything to do. That doesn't mean he's illegal
but
or not. That's all
I
I
don't
ask.
know if he is. It doesn't
Then
say.
just say I don't know. It doesn't
I've been
say.
telling you I don't know.
No, you didn't really.
If you
Not
can see
really.
him,
It's just your
can you
ridiculous
see
stuff.
him?
Huh.
Yeah.
You
So
must learn
it's
to
just I don't know if
share.
this. Yeah, I don't know if I
Yeah.
don't know if
Yeah.
this is. I don't know if he's illegal or not, but it was a bad crash. It was about a quarter mile long. The vehicle stretched out with several of them underneath his trailer.
What a piece of shit. What an un.
Well, he was
There's
drinking, and that's the
so
problem. He was drinking. You can't drink when you drive those things. It's just not smart.
you can't drink when you drive anything.
Correct.
Fucking.
Correct. Especially one of those damn things.
He's just that seems like a homicide waiting to happen. And a suicide.
Exactly. Exactly.
So Max
So,
says, wait, Joe. Max says in the 1950s money, but if you count it in present time, it's worth 29 hundred per ounce. Now we know that.
mhm,
Um, but what happened is there's some kind of law, some kind of traditional law that's keeping that money that's in Fort Knox at $43 an ounce, which makes absolutely no sense.
if it's still
They
there.
can't find the regulations about, or they're not telling us where these regulations come from.
Right.
It's nonsensical. They're doing it to say, like, okay, because they're going to tell the world, well, we found only 100, maybe 10,000 in gold. And it's because it's only worth, well, no, it would be like 300 million in gold because it's only worth 43 an ounce or 45, whatever it is.
Right.
But really, that's what whoever stole the gold most likely is hoping for, which would be our lawmakers. Fair enough assessment. I believe it. I would
Fair
believe it.
enough. Yep.
It is crazy.
Yep.
It is fucking crazy, Alan. Um, but there are redundant laws all over the nation that make no sense, and some of them
Mhm.
still exist today. I could even say, like, one in Wisconsin, there used to be one where you go into a diner, you have to be sat when you sit down, as long as you're a paying customer, there should be a piece of cheese put on your table. You're supposed to be served a piece of cheese, like like
I
breadsticks
heard
and
that.
butter. Yeah,
Yeah, I heard that.
could be a law. There was a law that you can't bathe donkeys inside your house
Oh, geez.
in a bathtub. Yeah.
Why would you want to?
Well, you can't park your buggy,
Mhm.
I believe, outside the public libraries or some, it was something like that. I gotta
We
look
have a
that one.
lot. You can't tie up your horse in front of City Hall.
Yeah, that might have been it. Yeah, that was probably it. Something like that.
Yeah, we still have that law. It's still in effect.
Yeah,
Well, then we still have horses here. You know, the police on the horses. You guys saw it.
it's parking. It's called
Mhm.
parking.
Yeah,
They took over our streets. They took
right.
over our infrastructure. They took over our waters, our companies, our businesses, our politicians, our banks, our money, our livelihood, blah, blah,
Yep.
blah, and probably our gods. Okay, let's see. I know it's crazy. Let's go.
It
What
is.
else? What's next? Because I got some bizarre shit to talk about, but let Joe go first. He said there's a lot more moving,
The
just
Biden
that.
White House turned over Trump Pence phones to the FBI as part of an anti-Trump agent's case. So they gave him what he did was he gave them their cell phones when he took office. Joe Biden did, and they used the phones, and they tried to they literally went every which way, every avenue they could, and found a way that they could get a warrant to look into the phones, and then they opened the phones, and then they started trying to build a case against Trump and Pence, right? Of course, they didn't really have anything because nothing came out, right? But they tried to. It never did. It never worked. Their search didn't work because they didn't extract anything. It was part of a gotcha scheme. They had a name for it. It was called Operation Arctic Frost.
Operation everything.
Yeah. So it's, I
What
mean,
was it? Operation what?
Arctic Frost. It was opened April 13th, 2022 by the anti-Trump former FBI agent Timothy Thibault, or whatever his name is. Thibault.
Where was he
Yeah,
out of? Which state? Was
I
he
don't remember. And it doesn't say. But Grassley and Johnson are exposing
Grassley?
how the FBI used taxpayer dollars to fund this political investigation of President Trump.
Yeah.
Yeah. There were serious concerns about bias and misguided priorities at the highest levels of law enforcement. These people need to go to jail
Oh,
for
yeah, they do.
this
Heck
is
yeah, they
shit's
do.
wrong.
Yesterday. They're gone. Most of them are gone. There can't be millions of tons of gold, whatever, how many ounces of gold
Yeah,
coming to us from Europe and all over the world
yeah,
if they weren't gone. And if we have all the money, that means that they have none.
yeah.
And let me tell you something, it was done this fast. What is it? I heard it was over 50 days. Come on. That man, that and they knew that they were going to do it this way. And they started it when Trump was in office the first time, 2016. And they most likely started it when Obama was in office. They really started the plan when Junior died. I think that's when the plan kicked into gear. That's when they let the bad guys think that they have failed, that the Kennedy comeback, that Q
Mhm.
failed when Junior blew up. And I really believe, and I'll say it over and over, that Hillary saw Junior in that van, and that's why she buckled.
That I don't doubt.
Anyhow, keep going. What's next? There's so much.
Yeah, there is. This one's crazy. Rubio has kicked out a foreign ambassador, kicked him right out of the
Marco
United
Rubio.
States. Told him get out after he made rude remarks about Trump. And should he have done it? Absolutely, 150,000%. This guy should never, ever be allowed back in the United States again because of what he said. He said this. South African Ambassador Ibrahim, Ebrahim Razul. He's
Ibram.
being yeah,
Ibram.
he's being booted out of the United States after he called President Donald Trump a white supremacist leader.
Right. Because they all believe that Elon did the Hitler.
Yes. Yep. He told participants in a foreign policy
Folks with
seminar
stretches
Friday,
arm.
yeah, that President Donald Trump is leading a white supremacist movement in America and around the world. So should he? Yeah. So he said the white supremacist was motivating Trump's disrespect for the current hegemonic order of the world, including institutions like the United Nations and the G20. He said that the Make America Great Again movement was a white supremacist response to growing demographic diversity in the United States, and suggested that South African farmers who had presented Afrikaner grievances within the U.S. were part of that global effort. The hell we were.
How much does
There
that
are
piss
there
you
are
off,
all
folks?
yeah, there are all kinds of races and ethnicities inside of the Make America Great Again movement.
The biggest difference is when they lie to us.
Mm-hmm.
Obama was not Christian. Obama was born and raised Muslim
Right,
most of his life in Kenya and wherever else.
right.
He lied to us.
That's right.
His wife is a man.
That's right.
He lied
Plain
to
and
us.
simple.
Kamala lied to us about whatever she thought would please us. Oh, she was black, then she was Jamaican, then she was Indian.
She
Her
was all
parents are
kinds of
obvious
everything.
Indian, or so we think, from
She was a
Canada,
very confused
from
person, just like Warren.
United States, from California. She's all over the place, this woman.
Yeah.
They lied to us. She is also a man. I am telling you right now. It doesn't come up often. I haven't heard it from many conspiracists, but I can tell she's a short man. A lot
And
of
I'm
these
starting to
people are short.
not gainsay anybody on
Yeah,
this
did
on
you
this.
know,
That's a man because these
Henry
people.
Winkler was only 5'5"? The Fonz was my height.
Yeah. Yeah, he
That's
was a
not
short
very
man.
intimidating, Fonz.
Short man. Yeah.
There's a lot of short actors. I couldn't believe it. You always think of short actors, you think of like somebody like Danny DeVito or something.
Yeah.
And I think actually Danny is a good guy. I
Yeah.
think Danny
Henry
DeVito is a
Winkler
good
really
guy.
freaked me out after because I watched the Fonz all the time, and then I saw him star in another movie, and it was like really weird.
No,
Yeah.
I don't think he had to be in a comedy. I don't
Yeah.
think he was a some people are could make it to be star, but you know what? I just don't give a shit about that crap at all anymore ever again. I just don't care. You actors deserve, and pop singers and special people, even bourgeois artists deserve as much as the guy that flips a burger.
That's good.
Fuck you. All right. And believe me, I've gotten paid a lot of money for my artwork, thousands for very little, believe me. But I don't, I haven't for, I don't know, 30 years. I stopped that noise. I used to sell like 8x7s for 75 bucks. Easy. Just, I do a mural for $1,000. 2, 3 days work.
Right.
Are you serious? You know, of course, and that was pretty good for because that's when I was even younger, but no, no. 30 years ago, I stopped that. I stopped it. No. No. Nobody is more important than anybody else. Now, if you can fix my plumbing, but you really want me to frame your painting, I love bartering, you know? And if
Yes,
that's
I do
not
too.
enough, I'll come paint your bathroom. Let's make it even, right?
Yes.
I'll paint your kitchen, I'll do your cabinets. If your wife wants some something else behind her bed, then you could do my garbage disposal while you're at it. And believe me, I need this shit done because everything's breaking down.
That's right.
Unreal. When I was telling you guys about the light, yeah, whoever watched the show yesterday or day before, it's not uncanny that another light went out, okay? But what happened was I was turning it off and it was staying on. Now I know those energy things do that, right? The energy bulbs, like they'll stay on and they'll just eventually go off. But the fact is that the switch was off. It had no energy going to, no electric. It doesn't make sense. And I stood there for a good minute or two. It couldn't have been that. How the hell? It was so weird. I was going to come down, get my phone, go back up and take a picture because it just was not going off. Yeah, maybe I'm crazy. I don't know. What's next, Joe? Before I make everybody as mad as I am.
There is there's a major scandal starting about Biden's auto pen signature because he was saying all of his a lot of his executive orders were signed with this auto pen. Do you know what an auto pen is, don't you?
You
They
mean
they
like
have they have an actual pen that all you have to do is touch it to the paper and it'll actually start writing the words. So that's an auto pen, and they were using that to sign Joe Biden's name.
on paper or on like a
Yes, on
tablet?
paper. Whenever he would have, you know how Trump signs his executive orders?
Yeah.
Okay, somebody else was signing Joe Biden's executive orders, and they
Didn't
were
you
using an
say,
auto pen.
didn't you say, wait 1 second before you continue.
But
Didn't you say that somebody found the Oval Office where Biden was staging
yes, Abba Habina or Helena, what's her name?
the Abba Helena?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was
Is that
like
her name? I
yeah, it was like across the lawn
Trump's
from the
lawyer.
White House, and it was a big room. So that they said they set it up so that they could be 6 feet apart from everybody. But that 6 feet apart, man, I threw it at a doctor the other day, and they were going, "Yeah, we did. Yeah, we know that. Yeah." I said,
It's
"Yeah,
Alina Haba.
yeah." There you go,
It's
Alina,
backwards, okay. It's so
Alina,
funny.
right? Alina,
Sorry, she's really
yeah,
good. I just
yeah,
haven't seen her lately, so well, I've seen things about her, but
yeah. The lawyers aren't going away. Trump's team is
no,
not
no.
going away. Mm-mm.
That's the thing. They're not telling us exactly what they're doing either, and I
Nope.
like that.
Yeah,
It's more of a
but they
secret.
all haven't forgot. And don't
Sherry
forget,
says,
Flynn is in the background too. Don't forget General Flynn,
"Oh
because they
no,
really did a number on that man.
he
They
did it
did
for
a good.
his country.
He did,
He
because
did
he's
it
a
for his
damn good
country."
man. That's a soldier.
We
General
have a
Flynn
good,
is
we
more
have a lot
soldier
of them,
than
believe me.
Riley will ever be.
Jerry says there is a disturbance in the force.
Jerry, I am so glad that you acknowledged that, brother,
I lean a lot. I was gonna,
because yeah,
we have a few checks for the game night, by the way. So I was thinking maybe we should try it Sunday.
why not? The hell?
Uh, you and I would have to practice. It's been a while.
Okay.
All right.
I got
You
a
have more?
mosquito flying around me. I don't know what the hell, where the hell it
I
came
have a
from.
tiny fly here, but now she's gone. I don't kill anything.
Well, I don't want to get my blood
No,
sucked.
mosquitoes are probably the only thing. And if
I
the
will kill it.
spider's in the house and too close and the animals are going nuts, then I will have to, because I will not let a recluse like bite
No,
Hawkeye or the cat.
no, I kill those.
There's only in self-defense. All right, what's next? No, Jerry, you don't always win. You are a good player though. Oh, the FBI connections, the Rubio, and the semi-depth. Okay, so it's my turn, or do you have more?
You can go if you want to. Yep, go ahead. Because
It
I
is my go.
it
This is
is
not
your
a
go, ma'am.
conspiracy. But thank you, Pooh. Oh no, actually, I do have something to share. I'll do that afterwards though.
Okay.
But thank you, Pooh, for sharing this with me. There is a group, this is very bizarre, that came out of California. They're called the Zizians. Zizians. Characterized by their veganism and concerns about artificial intelligence, and they believe and they're labeled as a death cult, a potential, like, they have murdered people.
Really?
These vegans that are afraid of artificial intelligence. Just bizarre. Um, the group is led by this guy, Jag Ziz, Z-I-Z, Lasota, and he's under scrutiny for potential involvement in multiple homicides across the country. It's
Oh
not
my
just in
God.
California. Apparently, he has a couple of people with him. This is crazy.
Vegetables
Um,
strangling people.
this is it's really sad. At least I have one of the stories specifically, but Maryland State Police have arrested two people linked to what has been described as a transgender, vegan, anti-artificial intelligence murder cult. Say that 5 times fast.
Very cult. Hmm.
In connection with a string of homicides,
Hmm.
including several deaths in California, two in Pennsylvania, and shooting a U.S. Border Patrol agent in Vermont earlier this year. But this is okay. But these people are totally healthy. But they call MAGA, making our country great, a cult. So they were squatters hold on, let me finish. They were squatters. They were living at this old guy's house. The old guy started complaining.
Hmm.
Curtis Lind, at 82 years old, started complaining to these kids. So they had a confrontation
Hmm.
and they killed him. They stabbed him numerous times, 57 times. Um, November, this is a couple of years back, 2022 in November. They lured the elderly man after, he wanted to confront them about not paying rent. They became squatters for months. They allegedly lured the elderly man out of his trailer, stabbed him 57 times, and shoved a samurai sword through his chest.
Oh my.
And this was he had the records when they stopped paying rent. 82. Come on. You can't pay rent, so you kill the old. So, one wasn't enough, apparently.
Well, once you
They
kill one, it's easier to kill again.
This was during the height of the pandemic, too. People were wearing masks,
Hmm.
especially those people. They'd wear them driving their cars all alone. What's wrong with
Some
you?
of them, some of them are still wearing freaking masks. It's what do
I
you
don't know
think?
what to tell you. I don't know what
Me,
to tell you.
they don't understand about germs. You are a germ.
This poor guy, these poor guys killed by a stupid. What the hell is going on?
Hey, Susan.
The other thing good evening, Susan. Good evening, Jerry. Good evening, Alan. Good evening, all my brothers and sisters.
Of course.
The other thing I wanted to mention, somebody happened to say, what's his name? Alpha Charlie Tango. Okay. Um, I'm not sure which meme this was actually under, but George Floyd was responsible for his own death. Free Derek Chauvin.
Sure.
No, no, no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Chauvin's a bad dude. He happened. Now listen, like I said, people can doctor photos, but I've taken a look at these photos. I can't see any doctor, especially one of them because they're much older. Well, the two of them are older. I can't see them being doctored. Um, but I trust that that stuff that went around were from the right people.
But he said that they said that the cause of death was fentanyl, a fentanyl overdose.
They were all in it together.
You know, George, that dude
They
was a
were
drug
all
addict.
in it. Like, that was Elon Omar's district, first of all, ladies and
There's
gentlemen.
truth. There is truth in that.
Okay. Second of all, they worked in the nightclub together, a Russian nightclub. Third of all, he was showing the fake $20 counterfeit bills. He was trying to buy cigarettes with them. The guy in the store, the owner of the store, or the cashier, whoever it was, caught on that it was fake money. They were counterfeit. That
Hmm.
was their ring
Hmm.
in that district. So when they called the cops, there were certain cops that answered. Chauvin, okay? Then he gets in the car and out of the car. What happens in the car? What did they do to that man in the car? Maybe they stabbed him with something. We didn't see it. You don't remember? He was on the sidewalk. He didn't want to get in the car, but he does get in the car, in the police car. Can't breathe, anxiety, blah, blah, blah. He's probably on something anyhow for him to be acting that way. They shoves needle in him, gets out the other side because he can't breathe. Because this is all what's said. Or people say that they gave him a needle while Chauvin was on top of him, kneeling on him. No fucking way does it take 11 minutes for the cops to get there. They're not in the fucking boondocks. It was midday. All right, that was the first thing I said. I'm telling you. I mean, I don't know. In New York, boom. You'll have cops there from every fucking angle coming backwards up a block in,
And then
I
you
don't know,
have Albuquerque.
3 minutes tops.
Yeah.
Fire department,
Hmm.
EMTs. Or do you want to be reminded of 9/11? Because that was fast work.
Was. Some places have really good cops. Some places don't.
Let me continue. Well, certain
That's all
the
I
New
know.
York top cops, the something that happened with their union where they actually made sure that they were taught right up until this de Blasio was in office. Because my husband, that's how they did it. My husband was taught by actually a cop named John, who, when he retired, gave him his badge, 4207. Shield, really.
Right.
Shield. After that, John taught other detectives, right? That's how it worked. But now it's not. Now it's not as personal. It's computer. You have to go to class. It's okay to go to class.
Yeah.
But you gotta work beside somebody who's been doing it for 20 years, 15 years, 10 years. A decade is a lot, you know.
There's always a part of on-the-job training.
Correct. The field, right?
Hmm.
Anyhow, so 11 minutes, way too long. Way too long for backup. So then it gets better. The pictures that I saw of Chauvin, one, he wasn't dressed up. He was at a precinct with the kids from the school shooting. Um, come on, you know it, Joe.
Oh, in the one in Baltimore. Was it the one in Baltimore? No, it wasn't that one.
Where the
Oh,
13 children died.
Yes, it's right on.
I know, I can't think of the freaking
Hold on,
name.
I'm looking.
Oh my God, I even have a drawing of it. A drawing to dedicate for the kids that died. Which conspiracists believe are still alive. They've seen these kids in high school, older. These parents were paid, and it's odd that, oh God, it just was on the tip of my tongue again because I just thought of the commercial. The school shooting,
Hmm.
holy shit. Um, they always have commercials on YouTube, but actually they stopped, it seems, when Trump got in office. He was there dressed down with some of the kids in a, I believe, a police precinct. Chauvin. Then he was also a cop at the Boston bombing. Was taking picture was taken of him running. It was definitely him. It's fuzzy, it's older. It's not as good as our pixelation now, but on one of the CCTV TV cameras. There was three, and then of course, what we all saw on video, which is strange enough that he's sitting on this guy's neck. No
Sandy
biggie.
Hook just
Thank you,
came to me.
Sandy Hook. Oh shit, escaped
Didn't
me.
even I didn't even
Really
find it,
did.
and it just hit me right in the head.
Fuck. And I was just thinking of the commercial. I could see the woman, and I could see the bald guy, half bald guy. My son was killed at Sandy Hook. Well, Alex Jones says he's not dead. But now one of Alex Jones's hirees is gone. That young man, Jamie.
Yeah,
So sad. Like, but are those children gone? Are they in on it? Why are the commercials down? I'm telling you, I'm always on YouTube looking for new stuff because I don't trust. I mean, Trump's in office. Believe me, the shit that I say, I would be taken down, I believe. I believe I would be taken down. Here's some things I like to say. Hillary needs to die if she's not dead yet. She needs to be hanged upside down by her toes with fucking meat hangers through her fucking feet,
that's right.
crucified upside down. How's that?
That's right. Yep, for crimes against humanity.
Buried in
All of these people do.
shit,
Bill
your
Gates,
shit, everybody's shit, allowed
Fauci.
to be stoned.
Yep, all these guys.
Yep.
They
How's that?
think they haven't done anything wrong, but they've done really
Well,
bad things.
well, the point is, Joe, the point is, let's see if YouTube will take us down for me saying all this wonderful stuff.
Yeah,
Soros too. Hang him by his dick.
that's right.
Hang the old man by those bags under his eyes.
That's right.
Let
Piece
it
of
pull
shit.
off that skin. You know, I can be very imaginative. I better stop.
Right.
I'm
Yeah.
usually a very pretty person, like beautiful, like I like pretty things, but see, I can we were talking about this earlier, even Nancy Pooh. She's like, hopefully you guys will meet Nancy in the chat, especially when the game starts. She loves games. But when we were talking about the death penalty. But after reading about this transgender cult, veganism, artificial intelligence, fearing people that just stabbed an old man 57 times for wanting his rent. She was like, how about that's how they die? Again, I wouldn't want to be the one to kill these people, but and she said it, and I've said it in the past, eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. You want to sodomize a child to death? How about you
Should be
get the
done to you.
same thing with a fucking baseball bat?
That's right. Should be done to you.
And I'm sorry, but if you talk to most Brooklyners, how about that Scott Badio, that comedian artist?
Yeah.
He'll say the same thing, man. I saw him get on top of his car, stop in the middle of fucking New York City, get on top of his car and put up fuck you signs on top of the CCTV cameras. That was like months ago, but I'll never forget it. I'm like, that is my, because you know what? That's how you do it. Artists need to do it.
Yeah.
Artists, that's what they told us to do. Well, he's not a conspiracy theorist, but he's doing it right in my eyes. He's waking people up, if not just New Yorkers.
People have to still wake up to a
Joe,
little bit
you
of.
have to see that video of the guy walking through Disney with the big hat on. Like everybody's like, oh, oh, fuck Disney, close it down, you fucking cheesy motherfuckers. You're the ones getting Medicaid for free so you can afford going to Disney World. Are you fucking kidding me? Done with this shit. All
No.
right. I think I've bitched enough. Do you have any more news?
Let's check real quick, see if there's anything. Anything came up.
I could get so angry. Oh, I got one other thing Pooh
Go
mentioned
ahead.
earlier too. Remember she said it was Pi Day? Did you hear that bit?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Pi
Hi.
Day, as in the Greek letter pi, right? I don't it and she said places I didn't go out shopping. I actually and when she said it, I thought it was funny because I made a cake today for John because he didn't want anything because he had a little bit of surgery on his mouth. So when he came home, so today I decided to make him a cake and I really Biscoff people, Biscoff. Holy shnikes. So I made him a cake, but today was Pie Day, and a lot of places sold pies for $3.14 if you get it. Three
That's
dollars
pretty
and
cool.
14 cents. Yeah, I thought that was adorable. And I actually do have one other thing, Joe, and then I'll be ready to go. And this is
Okay.
going to be disturbing. People are going to hate me for this, and I just don't care. It's just an observation. It's just an observation. Show me the prayer signs, Joe. Show me a prayer sign.
This line.
And
Yeah.
okay, stay like that. Stay like that. Now turn it upside down. You got to put it in the camera, dude. Yeah, yeah, yeah. What does Trump do? No, he doesn't do that, brother.
Hmm.
No, he does not do that. I do that. I don't even do that. Look.
Trump sits there. Trump sits there with his hands on his. Let's see, going like this. His
No,
hands
he
will
does
be in that.
not. No, he does not.
Seen him.
It's this way. That's
Okay.
how Trump does it. Very tight, like a heart. I do it like this, Joe. You're mock you're and it has and your fingers aren't open either. They're closed. See? Not
Mm-hmm.
like this. It's like this. You always did that with sign language too, my love. So I'm used to it. Please, guys, don't hate me for that, but I just do. Go look at it. Go look at his conversation
Yeah,
and
he really
JD
does do that.
with Zelensky. Do you see it? Do you see it?
Yeah, he does do that. I know he does that. You see him sitting there all the time like that, and he does it for a reason.
Yes, but it's not like how I do it. It's not as clear. It's
Hmm.
heart-shaped prayer down.
Yeah.
Why? I just wonder why. I know I'm going to get some bad feedback. I know I'm going to
Who
get
knows?
bad feedback.
Who knows
I'm
why?
sorry. Who knows why? I
Yeah.
do. I know why.
Why?
I'm not going to say it on the show, Joe.
Oh,
And if you
okay.
can't figure it out, my friend, you need to sleep and think about it tomorrow morning.
Okay.
All right. Guys, it was fun.
Have a great night
Everybody's
and a
gonna
better
think
weekend.
their own. Let them think their own shit.
Yeah.
Take care. Love you.
Peace out.
Peace. Have a good
Be
one.
good. Be good. Give me a
You
like.
too. It's always good. Just needs to be a bit longer. Maybe fatter. You're the